My husband of 30 years just left me for the AP. What do I do now? How do I cope with this? Ugh, gosh, such an incredibly heartbreaking moment to be in, right? I am so sorry if you're going through this, and I am just heartbroken that you have to deal with this after 30 years of marriage. It's very, very likely that your husband will be coming back. And while it doesn't happen all the time, it happens in the majority of cases where somebody leaves to be with their AP, especially after a long term marriage. Because once they start doing real life with the AP, buying groceries, paying bills, doing laundry, cleaning up cat barf, all this stuff, they're going to realize, wow, this isn't as fun and hot and sexy as I thought it was. This real life is going to burst the fantasy bubble that they've been living in, and things will not be fun and romantic and glamorous all the time. So he'll also likely realize all that he's lost by, making this choice, right? Loss of social status, loss of retirement savings, loss of a home, loss of respect from children. All of these things are going to put pressure on your husband, and it's very, very likely that he's going to want to come back. What you'll need to be thinking about is if you want that, if you want to take him back after so much, pain and damage. And that's really up for you to decide, right? Only you can decide if it's worth it to you to do that healing work. So what can you do now? How can you cope with the pain you're in right now? The first thing is get therapy for yourself. It really, really helps to have a professional to talk to. You're going through a trauma, and it would be nice to have a trauma therapist guide you through all the things that you're going to be experiencing. And you could also pick an affair recovery specialist, but somebody who knows about trauma, knows about affairs, knows about addictions and relationships. That'll be the right person. Look for somebody you can connect with. The next thing is to join a support group for yourself. You're going to need as much support as you can get through this difficult time. A lot of people benefit from going to an Al-Anon support group because many of the feelings and situations that come up for people who are in recovery from alcohol or drugs are very similar to what's going on with affair recovery. So that might be the right fit for you. Give it a thought. Otherwise, there are different support groups online that could be, an alternative. Then tell your trusted friends and family members, maybe not everybody, start with a small group at first, about what's going on and get support from them. Make plans with them, meet up with them, really try to challenge yourself to be with the people who love you and will support you. You'll probably feel like cocooning at home and being alone. Do this sometimes, but then challenge yourself to get out. We don't want you to become a shell of yourself and sink into depression at home. And the more you push yourself to be with people who love you, the better you should feel. Then also do things to keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy with work, and also keep yourself busy with things you enjoy. If you haven't done something for a long time that you used to love, like, pottery or gardening or surfing, whatever it could be, get back into that. That'll really help you feel better. Then, of course, lots of rest. Definitely nutrition. Pay attention to what you're eating. That will help greatly. Be mindful of alcohol and caffeine and other stimulants. Get regular exercise. It doesn't have to be a ton, but a little walk every day would be good. I think meditation every day is very, very helpful. So see if you can incorporate that. We do have medication available to help you if you feel like you're starting to sink too low or have too much anxiety and you feel like you're not doing well. I like to think of medication as sort of a life raft. It's something that can help you float when you need it, and then when you don't need it anymore, we can take it away. Slowly and under the supervision of your doctor. Don't just go rogue and stop taking it. And then another big piece for you will be expressing your feelings. You need to get all of that hurt, pain, anger out. We don't want it to sit there and fester. So I like to recommend journaling or writing letters that you don't actually send as a way to get some of those feelings out. And then do anything and everything that will help you feel better, soothe you, help you cope. If it's watching Christmas movies 24/7, that's fine. If it's, I'm trying to think of something silly and ridiculous. I can't think of anything. But if it's, I don't know, rescuing ducks, do whatever you need to do to help yourself feel better. You will get through this no matter what happens, and we're all here to support you. Sending you a super, super big hug.